Hey there, my name is Jason Strong, Director of the Fairfield Media Center, and on today's Chamber Talk, I am here with Mindy McAdams, Director of the Fairfield Area Chamber of Commerce. There, I finally spit it out right.
We're going to have the best outtake reels.
So, now I know recently here you guys just finished up with the Barnyard Bash, and I know September has been a crazy month for you. How did that go?
Barnyard Bash was fabulous. We had 1,000 people come. We sold about 127 lemonade shake-ups.
Awesome.
There were animals and piñatas and horse-drawn wagons and motorcades and all of the fun things. We think everybody left having fun and learning about agriculture. And we got to give out a Lifetime Achievement Award in conservation to the Drish family, who have been doing conservation efforts for years on their farm. So we're really excited to be able to be a part of that.
Well, there's one thing that's absolutely key, a key part of Fairfield, and that's everybody trying to be sustainable and kind of has that mindset
Absolutely.
overall. So that's awesome that you guys were able to do that and that they were able to receive that. So that's awesome.
We love that Doc Woody came out and did the Soil and Water District Award. For me, that's the biggest part of Barnyard Bash, is being able to give that award to a local farmer.
Were you guys able to pull a lot of kids in with that event?
Oh my goodness, there were kids everywhere. They were everywhere. The cattlemen sold like 400 sandwiches.
Oh, wow.
There were people everywhere. And this year we included law enforcement. They had a new canine. And so he came out and his officer did a demonstration, and I will never break the law because he is so scary. And then the fire department came out and they had their big giant flag out to welcome folks. We're going to keep adding, and we'll be putting out this week the survey. If you attended, you had a great time, a not great time, just tell us what you loved, what you didn't love, and what you'd like to see us add.
Hey, it's always a great thing. Learn from experience and be able to change with the times and what people are kind of wanting to see.
Absolutely.
So, then also this weekend, or I guess tomorrow, I'm days behind apparently, is the Kiwanis Kids Day Parade, which will be taking place before this actually goes to air on Monday morning.
I'm so excited.
So I'm hoping it goes really well. Unfortunately, I'm out of town tonight and tomorrow. So
what kind of crazy scheduling is that?
I got family up in Des Moines and whatnot, and so friends and family.
I saw the big tent is up for the pancake feed in the morning.
Yeah, so that whenever that tent goes up, that's Kids Day.
It's on, and the parade starts at 10. Myself and Mr. Tony Webb from Marsden Barn will be in the parade in Mustang Sally, giving out candy and fruit treats, and celebrating partnerships for the future of Fairfield.
Awesome. Well, I do know there's a chance of rain tomorrow.
I think it's going to be in the afternoon.
40%
so we're going to get the parade in, eat the pancakes, and then if it starts raining, at least we got some stuff done.
Exactly. I know there's been
nobody's going to drown.
Right? I know there's been a few years in the past where, I've still tried to film the parade even when it's raining, but that gets a little iffy when you're working with electronics.
Absolutely.
And things like that. But no, the Kids Day Parade is always a fun activity for the kids. There's always stuff for the kids to do because it's kid-oriented.
Yep.
And so
bounce houses
always,
and all kinds of things. Yeah.
We have Kids Day parades going years back. So, check it out on the Fairfield Media Center's YouTube channel and be able to see past stuff. I know I've got shots of when I first started doing it where my kids ran through my camera frame, type thing. So it's always interesting to, look back and see things.
That's right. That's right.
But now today you've got a guest.
I do. This is my friend Josie Heilman.
Well, it's nice to meet you, Josie.
Addington Place.
Hi.
She is also an ambassador, and she was previously the vice president of our ambassadors.
Yes.
And she's here with Nugget. Yes. Nugget is due in November. We have to introduce him because he's going to be fabulous.
That's right around the corner.
Here's your next member, Mindy.
That's right. That's right. So we recently had a business after hours at Addington Place, and it was awesome. And I am always surprised every time I go there. There's more things to do. That's been upgraded, updated. So what's new at Addington Place?
So, you were at Business After Hours that rolled right into our Paint Your Pet event. So quarterly, what I've been doing is inviting that Paint and Pottery Places Dora over to kind of do a, it's not a paint by numbers, but it's a paint by instruction class. Last week was our first Paint Your Pet event. So people would actually submit pictures of their pets. She'd draw them out, and then we would actually paint them. And it was really fun. I did realize I'm not a very good artist with paints because my dog looks nothing like the dog that I sent the picture of.
But that's what's great about
Yeah.
art, though. It doesn't matter how realistic it looks.
Absolutely. And it was so much fun because you got
It's
to choose your
abstract.
color. It's very abstract. And then, of course, my husband came in 2 hours late. He had a half hour to do his. His looks just like his picture. So
My husband is an artist, and we used to go to paint wine and canvas events, but I don't like to go with him because he doesn't follow directions, and his looks better than what we're supposed to be painting. And mine
right.
always looks like a kindergarten or finger painted.
I have a feeling that my wife would feel the same way if I went.
Yep.
yeah.
So-
So you're not invited. Sorry.
It's going to be a girls only thing.
So we did that, and we've been updating apartments as people are moving out to new paint, new floors, new countertops, new hardware, faux wood blinds, really giving it kind of a facelift when people come in. Because, the building is 22 years old, so we want to make sure that we're continuing to exude a really homey environment, very comfortable, but also, not dated. And I think when people walk in, it is very much a home-like environment. I'm really excited. We just got approval now. We're seeing inflation hit a lot of people this year with
yeah.
housing and groceries and things. So we actually just got approval to lower some of our rates for our apartments. So for anybody looking for assisted living, I can actually offer a little bit of a lower rate than what was previously advertised. So I'm
Nice.
really excited about that. And then this is also the summer that we are taking a couple of apartments and setting them at kind of a different discount for people that are more independent. They don't really need anything from us, but maybe they don't want to deal with yard work. Maybe they don't want to deal with meals or clean housekeeping. We do housekeeping for these apartments too. And so they actually get a different discount as long as you're not needing any nursing services. So it's still assisted living, just you don't really need us. We're just kind of there in case you did.
A little
Exactly.
more customizable.
It is a little bit more customizable, and we just want to offer seniors the very best of the best in our area and surrounding area. So that's kind of what we're doing here right now.
And one of the things I love about Addington Place is they say that they work in the home of these folks. This is their home. They're there to
That's
work.
awesome. And that's a great
And you get that
mentality.
feel. There's so many great things that you do. One of the things that I love, because I got to sit in on it, was Chef Talk. So they can come and say, this last month I hated these 2 meals and I really would love to see this. And you guys change your menus up
Absolutely,
based
yes.
on what they
So,
want.
And
Oh,
you don't
that's
have to wait for Chef Talk ever to bring up concerns. We really like our residents to be really involved because, I don't eat lunch there every day. I don't eat supper. I don't go in for activities because I'm in the office working. So residents are really the ones that bring up concerns and kind of shape what Addington Place should be, because at the end of the day, we do work in their home and we want them to be happy and comfortable as well as safe. It's not just like, oh, well, you're safe, so I don't know why you're complaining about the food. It's like you're safe and you love the food. So
Absolutely.
yeah, it's
and
great.
you have a new signature dessert.
We did. We showcased that at our business after hours.
It was so good. So good.
This is a whole region where all of our communities are setting up signature desserts, and ours is I always mess up the name, but it's a blueberry zucchini cake with a lemon buttercream frosting. And so eventually what we're doing is that we're actually going to make little mini cakes to send home to people that come and tour. And so that's a pilot program that we're also sending off because we want you to be able to sample the food. And we actually took it a step further, and we're going to be showcasing our signature meal too. So we're actually pretty well known for a lasagna. And so we're doing lasagna and a side salad and a homemade garlic bread. So
Nice.
yes, if you ever come in as part of like retired teachers or any other group that would like to have lunch, we offer that, and we can either make you what the residents are making or having that day, or you can opt for the signature dish. So it's really exciting.
And now that we're past the pandemic, you want people to come in and
Absolutely.
do stuff.
Yes, we're looking for volunteers, musicians, people that want to do activities, people that just want to come see the place. Pop in anytime. Our tours are, I guide the tours. I'm there a lot, so if you don't make an appointment, that's fine. We've actually got a couple people there that if I happen to not be in the office, you're more than welcome to come and tour anyway. So we offer a very open door policy. We do have secured entry, so make sure that you ring the doorbell, but we're happy to let you in the building.
Don't set off the alarm. Oopsie.
It's
It's
okay.
usually good
That's
practice.
fine, Mendy, because that's how I tell people, it's working.
So there's a lot of things that happen at Addington Place. You have a movie theater and a library and a workout area.
Yes. So, prior to pandemic, all of those areas were actually community areas. So we had tables and chairs and things that people could meet in. During pandemic, they were obviously very underutilized. So now each community area has a a separate function. So we have the workout room, we've got a library, we've got a game room that's got a pool table and shuffleboard and darts and puzzles. And then my favorite is the theater, actually, because it's got a full-size screen and full-size speakers, and it's very comfortable, and we can darken the room, and there's even a popcorn machine in there. So groups can still come in. We actually hold blood drives in our community living room.
Nice.
But at the same time, if you wanted to come with grandma and watch a movie on the big screen, you're welcome to do that too.
Absolutely. So when I was there, I always am just shocked by how everybody wants to talk to you. So we're having our business after hours, and I think I talked to every single resident when they were going to dinner. They wanted to tell me all about their day, and so these folks need us to come and interact with them.
Absolutely. You know,
so if your business is doing something, even if it's not necessarily elder related, come and visit with them. Come and talk about what you do. We
Yes.
all have something to share.
Absolutely. And our residents, you know, part of the reason people move into assisted living is to kind of keep that loneliness at bay, right? Yeah. And so we've got all of our residents to talk to each other, but it's always so much more fun for them when they get to talk to people from the community and kind of see what's going on out here in the greater Fairfield area. Because while they're not like prohibited from going, they are elderly, so it's harder for them to go out. And so it gets them really excited when they get to talk to new people too. So, and I would say we have probably the friendliest residents. I think they're so funny and they're so fun.
And you guys go on outings?
We do go on outings. Wednesdays typically is when we take residents out to do something special, whether it be like Lake Darling for a picnic. We go to TJ Maxx and Hobby Lobby in Ottumwa. We've been to the Sigourney Museum. We've been at the Carnegie Museum, which is it's really fun to go. We just like to provide our residents with a multitude of experiences inside the community and outside.
Absolutely. I asked if I could stay in an apartment there because it looked really nice, and there's no husband or children there. So,
You're always welcome to stay, Mandy.
and sometimes when you have those 2-day events, I end up having to stay in a hotel. So I was like, maybe I could just stay here. You can make me dinner.
Well, you know, online you always see like where they've converted like old mall into like a living space, you know, type thing.
Yeah.
It's like, man, that would be so cool to have that kind of concept, you know, type thing. But being able to have, you know, like a library, your movie theater, a gaming area, you know, things like that helps facilitate that same thing, which is awesome.
Absolutely.
Because the last time I was there was right as the pandemic was kicking off.
Yeah.
And we actually did one of our last interviews for the Fairfield production, Fairfield History Series documentaries, the day you guys shut the doors to the public.
Yeah.
And so it was one of those, you know, where it was like, quick, get in, get the interview, get out, you know, type thing.
You
Scary
need to go
stuff,
back. You need to go back.
Yeah, so we've changed, you know, the layout's always going to be the same. We've just changed a lot of, you know, the flooring even and the decorations. And so I definitely urge people to come back in, kind of check it out. I always love when people come in. I could talk about assisted living all day. It really is a passion of mine. But, you know, it's better if the public comes in and actually sees it and talks to the people living there, because I think there's a lot of stigma and misunderstanding over what assisted living can actually do for you. And a lot of people think like, back in the 90s, an old nursing home, you drop grandma off and she dies within a few months. But that's really not what we're about, and we want everybody to feel comfortable in our environment, in our community.
Absolutely. Well,
Yep.
thank you for being here.
Thank you for
being an
having me.
ambassador.
Always.
Ambassadors are fun. We are the cool kids.
We are the cool kids.
They
We're
are the
A-team.
door greeters and the ribbon cutters and the smile and the red jacket.
Yes.
Which is exactly what we need.
Absolutely.
Yes, my red jacket doesn't fit right now, so we'll just we'll wait till after.
Josie was the inaugural wedding at the chamber.
Ah, yes.
Oh,
Last
nice.
week.
It's a new member benefit. We can help with signing on the documents.
Awesome.
Thank you for that.
Well, Mindy, what do we have coming up for the rest of September? I know September's starting to wrap up pretty quickly.
Yep. So the 27th and 28th is the Fairfield Harvest Rush. So that night on Friday the 27th, we will have a 10-kilometer run. So put on your running shoes, come on out. And then the next day, we
I
will
don't
have only if a bear's chasing me. Or I'm on the treadmill and angry. Or that next morning, grab your gravel bike and come out and do 30, 60, or 100 miles. We are the final stop of the Iowa Gravel Series with a championship race, and we are the only race that has a purse.
Oh, wow.
We have some pretty big names coming from all over. I'm very excited. We just got an email from Chris McQueen, the guy in charge of the Iowa Gravel Series, and he was just putting little snippets about some of the riders. Now I'm like nervous. Like, so it'll be great. And also remember, so there's going to be bikers out on the gravel roads next weekend. Be cautious, pay attention, and welcome them. If you see people in town, and always welcome them. We want them to have a great, memorable experience here.
Is the route's not marked out anywhere so people can try to avoid if possible, or anything like that?
Well, the route will be released next week, and there are signs for them, but there's a thing called Ride with GPS so that they don't get lost. Although we all know how gravel roads are and how sometimes
how
internet is not.
GPS can be
sometimes
sometimes.
Internet's not my friend on the way home, but it will be great. So come out Friday night and cheer them on. Come out Saturday afternoon and cheer them on. It's a really great way to get people to come to our community.
And I know that we've got another big event going on the 27th as well, and that's homecoming.
Yeah, of course. Why
So,
wouldn't we have it?
you got the homecoming football
It's
game.
Iowa.
homecoming
We can
parade.
only do stuff in 6 months of the year because
Right?
the other 6 are not really great.
So you gotta double up.
everything has to be all the time. It's fine.
And then on top of that, do we have anything else going on?
Well, we will have next month is October, and we are not as busy, but we have a business after hours at Aaron Lifestyle Technologies. They make the world smell great. And then we also have our Manufacturers Appreciation Luncheon because October is Manufacturers Month. And Mayor Connie will officially proclaim that at the event.
Nice.
And then we also have our Meet the Candidate Forum. It
Yep.
is not, let me repeat, not a debate. Not a debate. It is a meet your candidate.
We cannot stress that enough.
I know y'all are passionate about politics. Like I am also very passionate about my politics, but we need to have our good manners on. We do not want shouting. We don't want cheering. We don't want booing. Like, let's all be adults. Let's all listen to them. We've spoken with the candidates about what our expectations are. We expect you to answer the question in the time limit allowed. We will turn your mics off. Do not address the other person. Don't talk bad about the other person. This is an opportunity for the voters to make an informed decision.
Yep.
And September 30th, the Jefferson County Farm Bureau will be doing the supervisor candidates. There are 3 supervisors vying for 2 spots. That'll be at the fairgrounds. It'll be in Chamber Chatter this week. So we want to encourage everybody to go out and be an informed voter. There's all this studies about, that I voted because his hair was nice or I liked that last name. Be an informed voter. What these folks do truly affect our lives. So we really are thankful that Farm Bureau can take the supervisors and we can take the other parts, and then the other folks are running unopposed. So there's only 2 races we will be doing, and that's Adrian Dickey and Lisa Ocean for our Senate district. And Jeff Shipley is running our representative currently, and Tom O'Donnell is running against him. So that will be what we have on store.
And FMC plans on being there to live stream as we usually try to do. And so we already have a link posted up on YouTube. So you go to the Fairfield Media Center YouTube channel, check it out, like that link, and you'll get notified when we go live. Also, if you're not a big fan of YouTube, you can go to the fairfieldmediacenter.com. Click on the live events button and be able to watch the live stream directly from our website.
And it'll be on Chamber Chatter and our website, and we will pin it to the top of our social media when it gets a little closer.
Yep, because again, being informed.
It's important. Make good choices.
Exactly. Now, one other thing we've got coming up right around the corner, because again, October, Halloween.
I do love a good costume.
Now you guys are planning on doing your
Merchant trick or
treat.
Keep in mind, it's a school day. And we always encourage people to be handing those things out during your business hours, but understand that if you close before school is out, you will not be getting a lot of those kiddos. You're going to get the homeschool kids or the younger kids, but we really are encouraging people to try to stay open a little later so those kids, when they get home from school, can come out and get some tricks or treats. It has been officially set by the City Council that it will be the 31st from 5:30 to 7:30 here in Fairfield.
Yep. So expect a lot of little ghouls and goblins and
witches and vampires.
fantasy characters running around Fairfield. So keep your eyes on the roads. Make sure our kids stay safe. Type thing. Be aware.
Yes.
Type thing. The last thing anybody wants is a little kid possibly getting hurt on a
Absolutely.
holiday on something that they're supposed to be trying to
And we
enjoy.
apologize to the teachers the next day. We understand it's a tough day.
Oh yeah,
The sugar rush.
between the sugar rushes or the sugar comas that are going to end up
And
happening.
I've been up late I'm up late because I'm all jacked up on sugar and I can't get to sleep. Yeah.
Yep.
My little nugget will be
Yep,
the same
yep.
way.
I wish I could remember one of the memes I saw, but basically it's just, try not to send a hyperactive, hobgoblin to
Yes.
school the following morning.
Yes.
So, but no, trick-or-treating is an awesome time of the year. I know it's something I always looked forward to growing
Absolutely.
up. And so yeah. Anything else?
I think that's plenty for now.
Well, awesome. I mean, it's always a joy. I mean, this could go on forever. We've
Yes.
had shows that have gone on a half hour or more at times.
That's true. That's
but thank
true.
you everyone for joining us for Chamber Talk this week, and we'll see you next time.